It's the week of July 14th through the 20th, 2025. The big news this week is Mercury stationing retrograde on July 17th. And on the 18th, Venus in Gemini will sextile that retrograde Mercury. So on July 17th, Mercury stations retrograde at 11:44 p.m. That's going to be at 15 degrees of Leo and sextile to Venus in Gemini and trine the Aries ascendant. At the other end of this cycle, Mercury is going to station direct on August 11th at 4 degrees of Leo and will be completely out of shadow by August 25th. So, Mercury is on a journey of the heart, we could say, in Leo, setting out to creatively reimagine something we value, not just as a philosophical exercise, but as something to be acted on once we've got our moral code in place. Let's keep in mind that this time between now and August 11th is a gestation phase. It's important to reimagine, recreate, rethink, and think about things. That's what Mercury retrograde is all about, Charlie Brown. I love this auspicious beginning to the Mercury retrograde this time with that sextile to Venus. And Venus keeps showing up in different ways at all of these major intersections of big planet aspects. And I find that really heartening. And sure, we could see her as representing all the moneyed interests, the oligarchy that's forming in the United States. And she certainly does represent money and wealth and valuables. But all of the symbols show us potential, not fact. We can harness that Venus to re-examine our values. What is really important to us now? Is it what we've been told we should think is important? Or is it what we feel in our bones is important? What our soul tells us is important? Our inner guidance? And another question, how can we know ourselves if we don't know what we actually value? Seriously. When Mercury moves direct, the time for regrouping in the shallow end of the pool is going to be over, and it'll be time to put our plans into action. When we get there on August 11th, we might feel like we're just not ready to do the thing. Shame might be holding us back, feeling like if we put our head up, somebody's going to crack our skull. And I'm not telling anybody to be a martyr or put themselves in harm's way. But it's really important that we don't succumb to the unnamed terrors that claw at us and tell us we're not going to succeed. As long as we're thoughtfully integrating what we want with what's happening in our world, we really are on the right track. Meanwhile, we have a trine between Uranus and Pluto, with Neptune and Saturn at the midpoint. It's wild, fams. It's wild, these configurations we're having these days. We're remaking everything from below the ground, Pluto, to the sky, represented by Uranus. And Saturn calcifies into a structure, and Neptune dissolves the material world. There's such rich symbolism here for death and rebirth now, with these slower moving planets and these long-term changes. How are we going to reinvent our world personally and our collective world? Mercury retrograde is a fantastic time to figure that out. Have a great week, imps. And keep an eye out for my daily shorts. Subscribe. Book a reading with me, and I will see you tomorrow.